Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, streamers everywhere, wherever you are? I hope you're doing great. It's Phil here from Praizion. I'm a project management trainer at a company out here in Arizona, and I do lots of live streaming. Now, while I do lots of live streaming, I also do lots of live events with stakeholders and people in attendance. For that, I have a professional video guy, Randy, who does a lot of my shooting for me. And he brings out the whole rig and does all that stuff. But for my day-to-day streaming videos, I use a very simple setup. And I realize lots of people are forking out tons of money, thousands of dollars to get the same effect I get. And I often get the question, how do you do that? How do you do multi-camera angles and stuff like that? So I'm going to show you my setup really quickly. Right now, I'm using a zero-cost solution to stream with these three cameras. The same solution allows me to record with these three cameras. I'm just going to switch from camera to camera so that you can see the effect of what I'm talking about. All right, so right now I'm speaking to this camera, but I also have another camera that way, which I'm about to switch to. And I'm going to switch to my second camera. And here's my second camera. So right now I'm directly in front of the second camera. The first camera is that way, so if I switch, you can see the difference between angles. You can see that one gets me on the side view, this one gets me on the front view, and I have one more camera, which is my laptop camera, and this one I'm about to switch to, and you'll see the effect of the third camera. So that's the third camera. That's a laptop camera, very inexpensive laptop camera. It's an HP 8 gig, or 12 gig rather, computer that I'm streaming all of this stuff from. So if you have the software, the open source software, OBS, right, you'll be able to plug in three cameras or more, depending on how robust your laptop is. But right now, I'm switching between these three cameras. You don't need to break the bank to get that effect. You can also hear the audio is clean, You don't have to break the bank. People forking out thousands of dollars to get this same effect. Now, the cameras I'm using are pretty much my home cameras. I haven't even used anything towards the end of those, Canons or, just name the brand, those DSLR cameras. I'm not even using any of those. I'm using simple, webcams. That's pretty much what it is. So I plug the three webcams in, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to get one of my cameras, that one. I'm going to take that one off the stand, and I'm just going to show you how it all works. All right, so now I've got one of my cameras. It's a simple Logitech. I've got it off the stand, and I'm just going to show you the ports just so that you see how it all works. All right, so here is the live feed, so you can see it for yourself. You can see the ports right there. That's where the cameras go in. There's nothing fancy here at all, and that is that's this camera port right here. That's the other camera USB port right there, and that's for my audio. You see, and I'm holding the camera, so you can see there's no trickery. No one's trying to trick you. And that's pretty much how it works. You see, you don't have to break the bank to get multi-camera effects. Okay, so to round this up, I'd like you to go to the OBS site. Okay, go to the OBS site, download the software, support them because it's free. The guy there is a very, very gracious founder, nice chap, and it's free. Send in something if you find it to be useful. But like I said, it is a very straightforward piece of software. At the click of a button, you can change the view. I can also share my live desktop view so you can see the software itself in action. So you can see how it all works. And, to switch between the angles, I'm just clicking on the different cams and switching, as simple as that. If I want to switch back to one of my openers, I can switch back to the opener, simple as that. Okay, and back to my laptop camera, which isn't the greatest, and back to the one I started off with right here. And you can see me in the shot. So that's how it's done, folks. You know, if you have any further questions about how I achieve this effect, you want to know more, let me know. You know, there's many brands, many possibilities out there. But some of the advantages of using OBS that I've found, you can plug in any of your fancy cameras, you know, and get even better video quality. You can use even better microphones. So this is a very inexpensive microphone I'm using. I've got a lot more expensive microphones. I've got a few Audio Technicas, Shure microphones, and so on. But when you just want to set up, you know, at home and do something really scrappy, you can use the simplest of pieces of equipment to get that same effect. All right, so I hope that helped you. If you got any questions or comments, just send them in. But before you break the bank, before you shell out thousands of dollars, you know, hundreds of dollars, do your research. I've also found out that some of those fancier setups, you know, there's some setups that you can use to bring in multiple cameras. It's kind of like a join box for multiple cameras. You know, some of those are not bad, but still you're limited to 2 cameras. With my setup, you know, with my 12 gig laptop, I could run as many as 5 cameras without seeing any drawdown. In fact, sometimes I've done 2 multiple streaming events from the one laptop, you see. So do your research before you shell out tons of money, because if you're looking for an effect of 5 cameras, 6 cameras, I can scale this up as much as I want. I can put more RAM into my computer, and I can use as many as 5, 6, 7, even 8 cameras, because now laptops go all the way up to the 20s or even more, depending on which computer or machine you've got. All right, so consider what I've shown you. Those of you who are thinking of going to buy certain software, certain hardware that is supposedly for live streaming, you might want to consider, because you can get the same effect. All right, thank you very much. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.